team didn't have your A game tonight, but how do you look at this glass half empty, half full?
No, I look at it half full, I think, considering the circumstances tonight and, being down a couple of goals there and then fighting our way back in the third. It showed a good sign of resiliency for the team tonight. We would have liked to capture that extra point in overtime. Unfortunately, we didn't. We had a couple of good looks before they got their one chance. But like I said, considering the circumstances, I was glad that the guys hung in there right to the very end.
The passing that was awful most of the night, did you chalk that up to 3 and 4 nights and back to back?
Well, we don't want to make excuses, right? I mean, like we weren't sharp. You can say it was the back to back, the 3 and 4, but this is the league. This is what you're dealt with in this league at times, and that's where you have to really dig in. You got to grind it out some nights, and that's what we did tonight. We weren't at our best, but we grinded it out. After the second period, we talked about there was a similar situation, I think, to the Buffalo game, if I remember correctly, and we just said, hey, you hang around, you never know, you get one, you're right back in it, and we did, and we got a couple, and obviously, 88 is, he came up big for us tonight, too, there.
Joe, just to expand on 88 a little bit, he gets to 2 goals. I think maybe this could be a way to really kind of get him going here.
Yeah, it was a good weekend for him, right? Back-to-back, multiple goal games, and he's a guy that he wants to produce for the team. I thought he did it really well tonight, especially the way he played. His overall game was pretty solid. He logged a lot of minutes out there tonight on back-to-back nights, and certainly whenever you get a guy like him who's a goal scorer, they start feeling good about themselves. They regain that confidence. It's a good sign.
Joe, you had a lead for about 10 minutes in Washington in the first period. Ever since you haven't had the lead, how difficult is it sort of playing uphill the whole time?
Did we get the first goal tonight? No, we had the lead, right, in the first, yeah. And then they got the shorthanded goal that took a little bit of the wind out of the sail, right, a little bit there. But, no, you don't want to play, I've said this before, you don't want to play catch-up hockey. It's hard in this league. It's very difficult thing to do. You're going to fall behind some nights. But, again, like I said before, I thought, to come back against a team that was waiting for us here at home in the third period like we did, it's a good sign for the team. It's a good sign.
Joe, what did you think defensively, just to the team tonight? I know you were a little disappointed defensively last night. Did you think there were improvements tonight?
Well, I mean, they had some good looks, especially in that second period. I think, they had their opportunities. We didn't defend as well with our feet tonight. I thought our structure was okay. I thought the structure was fine, the portion of it, but we didn't defend with our feet enough, and I think that's a sign maybe of a little bit of fatigue, not to make an excuse, but we need to defend more with our legs tonight and get to people quicker.
Yeah, I mean, I see it every day. He's an awesome player, and, maybe luck wasn't on his side for a little while, but, I think the chances have been there for him, and, obviously the numbers maybe aren't what they have been in the past, but, we see the things he does on the ice and everything he brings away from the puck as well. So, it's nice to see a couple go in for sure, especially the way that he can change the game like he did tonight. Yeah, it's always good to see him go in for sure.
Justin Brazeau is also available.
Well, you seem to be making your plays more abruptly when you get to the puck, like as if you're surveying your decision before you arrive, and then you're there, and then boom. Has there been a concerted effort on your part to try to play a little quicker?
I mean, not something that's been like on the forefront for sure, but I think just the chemistry with those two's gotten a little better, knowing where they are, things like that. We play a little bit more, getting a few more minutes together, so I think, those decisions kind of just become second nature at that point, and, it's nice when you get a little extra time with the puck, and making those decisions.
Well, not the end result that you wanted, but just to get that point, especially after a few games here and this week. Just what are your thoughts on tonight's game?
Yeah, I mean, the way we battled through, especially in third period, tied the game, go to OT. Obviously, want to win games, but coming out of this with a point, not bad either.
What do you think of David getting 2 goals tonight, almost a third in overtime, just the way he's been playing in the last couple games?
Just well, I mean, he's dangerous all the time. So you can see why, today 2 big goals, so kudos to him.
How'd you feel about your game tonight?
That was all right. obviously 5 goals, not too happy. Some good saves, you know. I think I can shave a couple goals away from that, so not the best game.
Third game in 4 nights and back-to-back. When you get this game, do you think you're going to see a fair amount of rubber?
You know, every game is different. I don't have the crystal ball how game's going to go beforehand. I'll just try to go out there and help the team get points and do my best.
You take anything out of being able to just under the situation, grinding for the point and getting the OT where you hadn't been able to do that the last few games?
Well, yeah, I mean, every point is good at this point, but at the same time, it's been honestly since break. You know, we won 1 game, so you know, at the end of the day, we were down 2, and we ended up with a point. So I guess and take the positive out, and you know, we have a very skilled team coming in town Tuesday, so I'm gonna rest up and get on that winning streak ASAP.
I know you take a lot of pride in your offensive game, but just the points that you put, the goals that you score in the last couple of games, how does that make you feel?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's nice. It's always nice to score goals. You know, you don't take it for granted in this league. But definitely would feel better if you know end up with a dub and so mix emotions obviously. But how I said, just want to get on a winning streak. You know, and we have a good team coming into the town.
Did you think you had that one in overtime as well?
I mean, honestly, like that. Yeah, I had so much speed. I should have just go to the forehand and you know try put the pressure on the goalie to match my speed. I thought, honestly, now looking back, I think if I put it to the forehand, I don't think he could match that speed I had. I don't know what you think, Andrew. But yeah, so honestly, I should have went to forehand and you know tried to see if anything open up and stay on the strong side. So that's definitely I regret that one. Was all alone, so could have put the game away.
How would you assess where your game is right now, personally?
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it right now. Sorry. Just thinking about the game. I don't want to. You can ask me tomorrow or Thursday, and we can talk.
Deal.
Sorry. Thanks.
David, a lot of guys have talked about trying to get confidence in their game. You get 2 games like this with 2 goals in each game. Do you feel confident? Do you at this point, are you feeling it?
Today I felt really good. To be honest, yesterday obviously not that great, but today honestly I think it was one of my better games. Felt good, you know, energy-wise. I was moving, was feeling it. So yeah, definitely today felt confident. Was making plays. I think our line was all around it first 2 periods, and then third period we kind of have nothing and we scored 2 goals. You know, that's crazy how the hockey works. I thought our first 2 periods as a line we spent almost every shift in the old zone and just couldn't bury one. You know, and then all of a sudden in the third it broke. So yeah, I felt great today.
And when it's going like that, are you almost seeing the shots before they happen? You know,
yeah, I mean, obviously, when you start feeling confident and you know you're moving your feet, you're skating fast. You found the open spots and you know pucks finding you. So it's definitely you're feeling it. You know, you can skate out there forever when you have days like that and you don't feel tired. And then you have days that feel like you have salmon in your legs. You know, so.
It seemed like when Korpisalo made a few timely saves, you guys took some momentum from that.
Yeah, I mean, he had an outstanding game. You know. I know you're looking at it, you know, we get 5 goals, it doesn't look good, but he made insane saves for us, kept us in the game, you know. That's why we were able to, you know, come up with that point. And so unfortunately we couldn't get it done for him.